ground. The company quickly rebuilt it, and it reopened the next year. In 1642, Puritans outlawed all theatres, including the Globe, which was demolished 2 years later. Centuries passed until American actor Sam Wanamaker began working to resurrect the theatre once more. The Third Globe Theatre opened in 1997, and today, more than 1.25 million people visit it every year. William Shakespeare's plays. It's difficult to determine the exact chronology of Shakespeare's plays, but over the course of 2 decades, from about 1590 to 1613, he wrote 37 plays revolving around 3 main themes: history, tragedy, and comedy. Some plays blur these lines, and over time, our interpretation of them has changed, too. Shakespeare's early plays were written in the conventional style of the day, with elaborate metaphors and rhetorical phrases that didn't always align naturally with the story's plot or characters. However, Shakespeare was very innovative, adapting the traditional style to his own purposes and creating a freer flow of words. With only small degrees of variation, Shakespeare primarily used a metrical pattern, consisting of lines of unrhymed iambic pentameter or blank verse, to compose his plays. At the same time, there are passages in all the plays that deviate from this and use forms of poetry or simple prose. Histories. Many of Shakespeare's first plays were histories. All 3 Henry VI plays, Richard II and Henry V, dramatized the destructive results of weak or corrupt rulers, and have been interpreted by drama historians as Shakespeare's way of justifying the origins of the Tudor dynasty. Other histories include Richard III, King John, the 2 Henry IV plays, and Henry VIII. With exception of Henry VIII, which was Shakespeare's last play, these works were likely written by 1599. Advertisement, continue reading below. Although Shakespeare wrote 3 tragedies, including Romeo and Juliet, before 1600, it wasn't until after the turn of the century that he truly explored the genre. Character in Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth present vivid impressions of human temperament that are timeless and universal. Possibly the best known of these plays is Hamlet, which explores betrayal, retribution, incest, and moral failure. These moral failures often drive the twists and turns of Shakespeare's plots, destroying the hero and those he loves. Julius Caesar, written in circa 1599, portrays upheaval in Roman politics that might have resonated with viewers at a time when England's aging monarch, Queen Elizabeth I, had no legitimate heir, thus creating the potential for future power. Struggles. Titus Andronicus, Antony and Cleopatra, Timon of Athens, and Coriolanus are Shakespeare's other tragic plays. Comedies. Shakespeare wrote comedies throughout his career, including his first play, The Taming of the Shrew. Some of his other early comedies, written before 1600 or so, are the whimsical A Midsummer Night's Dream, The Romantic Merchant of Venice, the wit and wordplay of Much Ado About Nothing, and The Charming As You Like It. Some of his comedies might be better described as tragicomedies. Among these are Pericles, Cymbeline, The Winter's Tale, and The Tempest. Although graver in tone than the comedies, they are not the dark tragedies of King Lear or Macbeth because they end with reconciliation and forgiveness. Additional Shakespeare comedies include The Two Gentlemen of Verona, The Comedy of Errors, Love's Labour's Lost, The Merry Wives of Windsor, Twelfth Night, Measure for Measure, and All's Well That Ends Well. Troilus and Cressida is emblematic of the Shakespearean problem play which defies genres. Some of Shakespeare's contemporaries classified it as a history or a comedy, though the original name of the play was The Tragedy of Troilus and Cressida. Collaborations and lost play. Shakespeare is known to have created plays with other writers, such as John Fletcher. They co-wrote The Two Noble Kinsmen around 1613-14, making it Shakespeare's last known dramatic work. They also collaborated on Cardini.